Sunday evening, Glock hit 6. DC Wolf grabbed the mic, spit them Auburn tricks. War Eagle chant echo through the mix. On that YouTube channel, Golf Sports, get your fix. Huddle up, game day replays. Highlights on deck, watch them Tigers amaze. From the field to the court, stories that blaze. DC Wolf's got the scoop, so tune in, press play. Huddle up, game day replays. Highlights on deck, watch them Tigers amaze. From the field to the court, stories that blaze. DC Wolf's got the scoop, so tune in, press play. Auburn Addicts, every move, every play. DC Wolf got the news, best believe what he say. Sunday evening 6, catch the live display. War Eagle in the house, show him the way. Recaps and stats break down so neat. From the fans in the stands to the players in cleats. Orange and blue, we never face defeat. Sunday night swag can't be beat. DC Wolf, he's a GOAT, no debate. All the big plays, in on tape. From Tumor's Corner to Jordan Harrier Gate. Auburn reigns supreme, checkmate. Got the interviews, got the insider's view. When it's Sunday at 6, Wolves go come through. For the fans and the fam, it's a Bama coup. Smashing that subscribe, Wolves crew grew. Smashing that subscribe, Wolves crew grew.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's about that time. It's game week. Y'all look excited. What's going on? Nick Frazier, Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. What's going on with you, Nick? How you doing, man? How you doing today, Nick?
I'm here, man. How you feeling? How you feeling?
Hey, man, I'm feeling great, man. I'm feeling crispy clean, man. I'm feeling great. We about to play Oklahoma. Bubba, how you doing, Bubba? And old man, Auburn Sports Talk. Bubba, what's going on, man? How you doing?
What's up? What's up?
Chilling, man. Chilling, man. Ready, looking forward to, I was just thinking before I got on, man, looking forward to talking to you guys, man, and pick your brain, see what you thought about South Alabama, man, what you think about Oklahoma coming up, man. So let's get right to it. Let's do an overall view of the game, and then we'll go into the negative and positives of the game. Then we'll go into Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? So Chris Law is in the building. He says already Auburn 31, Oklahoma 28. James Barnett is in the house. DC still got that gear on too. Let's go get it dubbed. James Barnett is the only one. Me and James, bro, we got 5 people on our team, man. James Barnett is in here with me, man. Got the uniform on with me, man. We ready to go, Nick. You know what I'm saying? Me and James Barnett and my folks, man. So, all right, let's get to it, Nick. I know you was on your show, man. I know you was on the locker room through the whole game, giving the presentation, man, giving the in-depth analysis and all that stuff, man. I know what you're doing over there. You know, Nick's PS. What did he say? Nick PSN? Tez is giving you that moniker. C Hall is in the house. What's up, man? Teresa, how you doing? Good to see you, Teresa. Hey, man, let's get to it. So, me and Bubba them kind of talked about it on Tigerville after the show. After the game. Mm-hmm. So, Nick, we kind of want to get you, what's your analysis? Give us your overall analysis of the game, and then we're going to go into the positives. So when people come in late, they can just accuse us of being negative. But go ahead.
That's funny. Overall analysis of the game, it was a tale of two halves. You saw an Auburn team that moved the ball pretty effectively in the first half. A South Alabama team that even though the numbers in the first half numbers didn't suggest that, they still moved the ball pretty well against Auburn's defense. I still say if it wasn't for that interception that Keyron Crawford got, that probably would have been a different game. But I mean, yeah, it was a tale of two halves. And then Auburn only had the ball 3 times in the second half, is what you saw there. So yeah, I mean, overall, you did what you had to do to get the W. Is what Auburn did. And I guess we're excited about that. So we just gonna go ahead. We're just gonna get ready for SEC play.
Yes, sir. And I'm gonna say this before we get into the positive and negatives of the game. I'm glad, man, that this game is finally here. I'm glad the Oklahoma game is finally here, man, because every game so far this season, we haven't been really analyzing the game within the game, but we've been looking at that game and projecting to the Oklahoma game, if that makes sense. Everything that they are doing, man, we can't do this Oklahoma. Man, we got to do this against Oklahoma. So we haven't really been able to like sit in the game and enjoy it because everything has been a projection forward to this week. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this week we're going to be looking at we're going to be analyzing Oklahoma. We're not going to be saying, man, if this don't work at Georgia, you feel what I'm saying? We're going to be like in the games now. So having said that, Bubba, have you went back and looked at the game, or is there anything else other than what you thought Saturday? What's your overall take of the game? And then we'll get into what positive you took out of the game.
Yeah, I already did my rewatch, and on my rewatch, defensively, it was even worse than I remember.
Ooh.
We could not fit the run.
Yep.
It was atrocious. It feels like defensively we're playing two box safeties that aren't good box safeties. Linebacker-wise, Riddick and Atkins are playmakers, absolutely, but they're not good actual linebackers. They do not fit the run well. Defensive line-wise, nose tackle, we are stacked. Dallas Walker can play. Obviously, Quintrell Jameson Travis can play, but at 3 technique, Malik Blockton is the only true SEC level 3 technique I see that we have. Keldrick's looked good so far. Keyron Crawford's an obvious standout. He has been the best pass rusher on the roster so far. Corner-wise, it was corners played okay. Jay Crawford went out pretty early with an injury, and the other guys were fine. Nick, we have to figure out nickel. That is a problem right now. We cannot cover at the nickel position. Offensively, overall, B-plus level game. I didn't come out with too many true negatives. Drop back game looked a lot better, but we'll see in this next game.
Okay. 9-time champion. What's going on? Guess what 9 times says? He says, DC, why didn't you buy Nick a jersey and helmet at the football center a few weeks ago? It was only like $30.
I didn't. I don't know why. I don't know how to answer that question. I'm just like, huh? Okay.
9 times. 9 times came in here, like, you know what I'm saying, looking out for Nick, man. You know what I'm saying? He said it is officially the University of Oklahoma. Why do they call it OU? Ooh, that's a good question, man. Conundrum. That's a good question. That's a good question. All right, man. Let's get into some positives of this week, man. And I'm waiting. What I'm really waiting on, y'all, I'm really waiting on Ant to call in, really. That's why I'm just here today. You know what I'm saying? I just want Ant to call in. Anyway, so Ant Robinson, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we can hear his take, man. I was just listening to that before I came on, and it was hilarious. All right, man. Nick.
Yo.
Well, let me give you my overall.
Okay.
And like I said, overall game, I just repeat it because I was, you know, they heard me Saturday. They started fast. I'm just go with the positives. Auburn started fast, man. They scored on the first drive, which is different. They didn't give us a 3 and out. They had a balanced approach. You know, they said at times they were even passing and running the ball. They were even. Just like Bubba said, man, Keyron Crawford is a dog, man. I like his mentality. I wish the whole defense would take that mentality, man. I like that dude's mentality. Crossing and mesh routes, man. I haven't seen this in the Hugh Freeze offense really on a level they did it in this game. I've seen it before, but not on the level they did it. It was like they were dragging the tight end all game, man. They had mesh routes going. They were hitting Eric Singleton over the middle. It was just beautiful, man, because I'm like, if you have a struggling QB, man, put something in front of his face that he can see, you know, crossing routes, mesh routes, you know, so they did that, man. So happy they did it. Something I noticed, man, Bryce Kane looks really fast, man. Just off of eye test, I would put him up there with Eric Singleton and Simmons, man, as far as speed, man. That dude, he looks really fast. A double-edged sword, man. We overcame 4th downs, but in the negative, we had too many 4th downs to overcome, if that makes sense. It was good. We made them, man, but South put us in too many 4th down situations. So, and lastly, man, my man Alex McPherson, man, came out and was able to kick. He still hasn't missed a field goal. So And Hugh Freeze said he looks like his distance is getting a little longer. So he looked like he may be getting a little healthier, hopefully. You know what I'm saying? So that was a positive for me. Nick, what were positives for you for Auburn?
Yeah. Positives in this game. We were able to, like you said, start fast on the offensive side of the ball is what we were able to do. We were able to run the ball, had will against South's rush defense, because it seems as if South's run defense was almost non-existent to a point. Positive wise on the defensive side of the ball, I guess I will have to go Elijah Melendez tackling. I will have to go the pass rush that we saw from the defensive line, especially what we saw from Jared Smith, getting the game in critical moments and making some in pressure moments and critical moments in the game and making some plays. So I'll probably have to go. Those are some of the positives that I've seen as well.
Okay, Bubba, what are positives, man? Give me some positives. I want to be positive. And again, when the people coming in late, when we get to the negatives, they just y'all just a negative show. But Bubba, what are the positives, man?
The biggest positive, not only Saturday, but so far this entire season, a major positive has been Jackson Arnold and how comfortable he seems in the offense. His pocket movement has been excellent. He almost never puts himself in bad situations in the pocket, even when the pass protection isn't great. Now, we haven't faced any true elite pass rushers yet, and we won't even do that Saturday. Oklahoma has nobody that scares me as far as a pass rusher.
That's good.
Another major positive is from week 1 to yesterday, the growth in the connection between Jackson and Eric Singleton it's seeming to come along. That seems to be his go-to guy in the drop back game. As far as what DC was saying in terms of the drop back game, we actually showed some true concept work and not just stop routes at the sticks. It was a major positive. Positive is tight ends blocking wise. They've looked great so far all 3 weeks. Outside of the couple drops Preston Howard has had, he's looked really good. A lot better than I expected, especially as a blocker. Defensively, pass rush, Jared Smith. Of course, he was a man amongst boys Saturday. He bench pressed that right tackle into the quarterback. He has looked a lot better than I expected. And if he gets his football IQ up a little bit more, he will be a stud in the future.
Yeah, both of the Smith boys, man. Was it Darian Smith? He's been a good pass rusher also, man. But I agree with you, man. So both of the Smith boys, man, look good. Let's go. What are you guys, Bubba? Let's go. What's your negatives, Bubba?
Interior defensive line, linebacker play, safeties. Just all in general, we're all Fs Saturday.
Okay. Yeah. And definitely, man, from the nickel position for me, man, is the most thing that stood out to me. The nickel position continues to struggle. Also, like you said before, run fits, man. We struggled in run fits. The linebackers, I think, it is what Hugh Freeze said in the beginning of the season. He said it. He was like, the linebackers are overrunning stuff, man. He was like, because of their speed and athleticism, they're running over stuff, but they're able to recover. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes when they don't recover, man, we're getting gashed, bro. We are getting gashed in the run game. So, like Bubba says, he's like, he didn't think Oklahoma really had a run game, but they may generate something if we're not run fitting. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Oklahoma game. Yeah. So let's go with Nick. Let's go Oklahoma, man. Let's start talking some Oklahoma talk now that we've gotten the South Alabama stuff out. What do you think we will have to do offensive wise to be productive against Oklahoma? What are your keys to the game, Nicholas?
It's very preliminary. Just thinking about the game right now where we are. I know a lot of people are gonna say just continue what we're doing. I don't believe that. Okay. I believe that I believe Auburn have to throw the ball in this game to win. And I know a lot of people are looking at this from the perspective of, well, Auburn hasn't had to do it so far this year. But like I stated before about Brent Venables, who's going to be calling plays on the defensive side of the ball, which I believe is the X factor in this game. I feel like he's going to take away what we do best, which is so far what we have seen is the quarterback run, RPO game is what we've seen on the offense side of the ball. And he's probably going to have a contingency to what our contingency possibly is in this game. So I think that Auburn is going to have to throw the ball, or going to at least try to show some semblance of throwing the ball in this game to win this game, which means getting the ball to your best receiver, Cam Coleman, and trying to get the ball to him some kind of way in this game. I believe that's where it is going to, where this game is going to be at. Not to mention, our Mason Thomas is going to be out for the first half of the game because of a targeted penalty he had against Temple in the second half. But that's what, knowing that, I believe there will be something that Brent Venables does to combat that, at least for the first half, until he gets his guy back in the second half, and then we see what they can do. But yeah, I think this game is going to go down to potentially seeing what Auburn can do, putting the ball in the air, and I think that's what they're going to force Auburn to do. So we'll see.
Bubba.
Well, the key is going to be to try and stay ahead of schedule so you don't have to. But the key, like Nick was saying, they're going to try and force you into third and long situations, second and long situations where you cannot rely on the RPO game or the quarterback run game. So the way that you combat that is when they do show you those heavy boxes, the way you even out the numbers is the power read game. And the things that we've been showing early on in the season, the stuff that we're much more comfortable doing with Jackson and Peyton because of Jackson's ability to read his blocks, is things like RPO draw, RPO Q counter, things like that. So you have to, you're going to have to get creative in this game, because if it does become a game where you're relying on Jackson Arnold dropping back and picking apart this defense, they're going to muddy up the picture so much that you're going to be in a really, really rough position. Because as we've seen, if Jackson isn't seeing the field well, he's going to hold on to the football. And he can run around all he wants against Baylor. It's a whole different ball game when you have Oklahoma-level athletes. So you have to stay ahead of schedule. And this is for any game, by the way. You have to stay ahead of schedule and not be forced into 3rd and 11 where you're trying to run dagger with Jackson Arnold, where they're rotating safeties and they're disguising coverages, and the picture post-snap is completely different from the picture pre-snap.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the key to the game for me. Yeah,
I think I wrote down some notes. Just like you said, start fast, score early and often. We have to start fast in this game, man. Be great to start fast and get the crowd out of the game. Q said we scored 5 of we only had 8 drives. That is unbelievable. And he was like, one of them was the kneeling. We kneeled on that drive. So we scored 5 of 8, which is great. And he said this is something I wanted during the game in the second half. Hugh said he throttled down, man. He said he just throttled down and tried to just milk the clock. So that would explain why we jumped out 21-14, and then it just kind of like, man, what is going on? So he said in the press conference that he throttled back and just tried to milk the clock and run it out. We can't have self-inflicted wounds, my guys. We cannot have self-inflicted wounds next week. We can't have, and you're going to have maybe some illegal procedure penalties because of the noise. I expect that, but I'll don't let it be, man, like every other possession we're having just these self-inflicted wounds. So we can't have that, man. I know it's going to be some holdings, bro, but they got to limit it, man. Take the easy throw. Something I noticed during the game Saturday is Jackson Arnold made plays and he made throws, but if you look at some of the plays, there were easier throws. You know what I'm saying? There were easier decisions he could have made, even though they were successful. I'm like, be aggressive. Be aggressive. But with Jackson Arnold going home, man, I don't want him to be over aggressive and over emotional, where he's not a good benefit to us, man. He's like in his head trying to get revenge. You know what I'm saying? I want him to play within the system, be emotionally aggressive, but not too emotionally aggressive. Bubba, what about defensively, man?
Well, I know Ben Arbuckle's offense like the back of my hand. I'm a big air raid fan, and from all the way back in his days as the Western Kentucky OC, up under Helton there, he wants to throw the football and get the ball out as quick as possible to his playmakers, and he has some. I mean, Deion Burks is an obvious major playmaker. He's the only receiver really in this game that scares me. The Arkansas transfer can go a little bit, and they have one big kid that has a transfer from like FCS or D2. Neither of those guys are guys that I would really worry about in this game. Another thing that scares me in this game is John Mateer can win this game basically by himself if you let him. If you do not contain him, he can go out there and he can have 290 passing yards, 140 rushing yards, and just win this game by himself. So watch out for the quarterback run game, because that's the only way they've been able to effectively run the football this year. Contain Deion Burks and do not allow Mateer to win the game by himself. I would look to try and play too high early, because the thing that's really hurt us early on in the season is with these one high looks, we don't have the safeties that are able to cover that much by themselves. So I would look for some too high looks because you can win the box by yourself. Without having to add extra bodies to the box. Try and get them in 3rd and long. And when you get them in 3rd and long, make sure your pass rushers know. Do not get out of your rush lanes, because he can get out of the pocket quick. This guy's like a 4-5 guy. He is a legit athlete, and he's also incredible at throwing on the move. So that's what I watch out for in this game.
He does that well. Let me catch up, and Nick, just let me know and get back to you, Nick. Just think about that while I'm catching up. He says, Bubba, that pick is hilarious. Oh, what's happening to Huggy, man? He's in the house. He says, fellas, although we didn't play well on defense, we still made 2 critical stops. If we don't make those plays, USA could have pulled off an upset. Likewise, the drops stopped us from scoring more. Yeah, it was a lot of drops on Saturday. James Barnett. 9 times I hope DC gets as many targets as Preston Howard again. So thank you, man. I've been talking to Coach, man, about getting my targets. You know what I'm saying, about my playing time. We, you know what I'm saying, we in negotiation, you know, NIL stuff, man. We got some of that stuff going on. I can't say right now, man, what's going on, but you know, me and Hugh Freeze behind the curtain, bro. We getting this NIL stuff and my playing time and my snap count and all those things, man. You know, we getting that figured out, man. So 9 times I'm glad you wishing me well, man. You know, so hopefully my snap is gonna pick up, man. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I'm gonna address it, and I'm gonna address it in public. You know what I'm saying? Because I already asked him in the last press conference why I ain't get my touches. You feel me? So if I don't get my touches this week, man, we gonna have it's gonna I might get thrown out the press conference again. You feel me? So that it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. So you know, it is what it is, man. Jared Smith reminds me of a young D4. Yeah, man. I mean, he's nice, man. Can you imagine when that guy puts on, when he gets to like a 260s, 265, man? You know, with his ability, man, he's gonna be a monster, man. The guys they got, what's crazy, the guys they got behind Keldrick Fault, man. It seems like they just gonna keep getting better and better, man. Because Williams is a problem right now, man. And speaking of, I was just about to say that. He said he had a separated shoulder, man. So do you think he's gonna be able to play? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I know, okay, is it a difference between a separated shoulder and my shoulder popped out of socket? Because he was like, he put it popped right back in. But sometimes I've seen people with the separated shoulder, they miss games with the separated shoulder. Is that the same thing? Does anybody know?
I have no idea, but I just shoot it up and let him go.
Yeah, okay, I got you, man. He said Oklahoma top edge rusher is out for targeting. Nick spoke on that. I haven't seen us run much in the screen game. I would have love wide receiver screens to Eric and Cam and pair blocking. Yes, man.
Well,
please.
we tried that with with Singleton against Baylor. It bounced off his face mask.
It did. It really did. It did, man. So, but what I do, man, what I like about Auburn offense is I like the progression. They started with the run game. They showed you that. Okay, you stop the run. Okay, then we're going to show you the short game. Then the next game, Ball State, they showed the short game. The next game after that, they showed the mesh crossing game. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a progression, and maybe Hugh Freeze has those things in his hat and is ready for Brent. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about, this is what I want to talk about too, is that Jackson Arnold going into this game, I know Venerables is that guy. You know what I'm saying? But he's not going to see anything that he hadn't seen before. He practiced with him for 2 seasons, right? So he's not going to see, he probably won't see very much that he hadn't seen in practice and practicing against these same guys in defense, I would think, you know.
Well, Freeze had a great game plan going into last year's game. Every time we got between the 40s, he would take a shot. It paid off. So I really feel like this year's game plan is probably going to look a lot like that, just with a lot more quarterback run.
Yeah, and I looked at that game, Bubba. I looked at that game several times, man. We could have scored at least 28 on them. I'm just be honest with you. If you look at that game, we could have at least scored 28 on Oklahoma last year, man. That's why I'm optimistic. Here's the link, man. The link is in, man. If you want to click in, if you want to talk, man, if you want to talk and not type, man, please call in. Fellas, a lot of people are critical of Jackson Arnold, but what I haven't heard is Mateer has thrown a pick in each of their 3 games. Whoa, he has?
Yeah,
I think
that don't matter. He's still like that.
Yeah, I think if our defense can capitalize because we don't have a true pass rusher. And I say that's what, you know, for me, you gotta stay in your pass lanes. You gotta have rush discipline, man. You gotta set the edge. And I know I'm asking for a lot. Fix the nickel position. 3rd and longs, man. We gotta do something about 3rd and longs. It's like ridiculous with this 3rd and long stuff, man. Undisciplined actions, and that's coupled with the 3rd and longs because the undisciplined actions are causing them to get first downs. 100%. We talked before counterfeits and run fits, man. Rush lane integrity. And we got to corral the quarterback. I think, man, if we can corral the quarterback with Oklahoma, I think, man, we can do some damage, honestly. Nick, talk to us, man. What do you think we need to do on defense, man, to stop Mateer in Oklahoma offense?
I don't know, to be completely honest with you. I really don't know. I don't know what this defense can do in order to slow down this offense. Because what we have seen these past 3 weeks from this defense, I believe, kind of talked about this earlier, is the habits that are being created by this defense. And I'm not so sure this is something that that can be broken. My rule is whoever you are by week 4 or 5 is who you're gonna be for the rest of the season. It's not a question about talent for Auburn. It's actually not even a question about, you know, whether the scheme is a problem on the defensive side of the ball. It's just a question about, you know, discipline. To be completely honest with you, especially in the back end part. So to answer your question about what this defense can do, I can sit here and tell you, we could potentially spy Mateer all game. We could, we need to create a pass rush. We need to rush the deepest shoulder of the quarterback. We need to get push in the face of Mateer, kind of flush him out of the pocket so that the linebackers can flow to him towards the sideline and get to him at an angle. I can sit here and tell you that cornerbacks need to trail and play soft trail potentially. Play in the hip pocket of the wide receivers. I can sit here and tell you that maybe cover 5 or maybe a cover 3 man match may work. Or maybe bracketing Deion Burks, a man bracket will work.
They'll have to.
Or something of that nature. I can sit here and tell you all that. But the thing is, what I've seen from this defense in the first 3 weeks is habits that I think that are gonna be hard to break. So I'm not sure how I can answer that question for you to say what we can do, because everything I can tell you is a team that seems that would go out and do what you're supposed to do, but it just doesn't seem that way. It just doesn't seem like that's what we've been doing.
Hey man, it's almost 70 of y'all in here. Hit the like button, man. Quinn Collins says Oklahoma only has one top rusher, and that's the QB. He's gonna get all kind of pressure, man. Hopefully. Ed Darby's in the house. DC, there's a playing time available at local 37U, man. I'm past that stage, Ed. I'm past the 37U stage, man. I'm D1, bro. You know what I'm saying? Didn't you see me in the last press conference with Hugh Freeze and Jackson Arnold? You know, like, why are you trying to put me in 37U, man? I'm a D1 player, brother. You know what I'm saying? Hunter Phillips says all 3 Mateer picks were bad luck picks. Could easily have thrown 0 right now. Huggy says, DC, I talked to Hugh Freeze earlier. He said as soon as he figures out who farted, you're gonna be the #1 slot receiver. Okay, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. Everybody looking out for old DC, man. I appreciate y'all looking out for me like that, man. James Barnett says to counter, he says, but he has them. That's what I'm saying. People are trying to downplay Mateers, you know what I'm saying, but rag on Jackson Arnold. That's facts. Hey,
I'm trying to understand that because Jackson Arnold doesn't have an interception all season.
That's what he's saying. He's saying everybody is ragging on Jackson Arnold, like questioning his play, but Mateer has 3 interceptions, and they are like they're not giving Jackson Arnold his just due. It's still this question about his quarterback play, but John Mateer is getting glazed. That's what he's saying.
Well, here's the thing about that. Here's what I would say to that. Sometimes you learn more from a failure than you would from just holding on and being risk averse. So maybe maybe Mateer learned something in those interceptions that if he sees it again, he won't take that. Maybe he'll just pull the ball down and run, or he'll find a check down option. I'm not so sure in particularly seeing this drop back game that we might see from this team moving forward. Will we see mistakes from Jackson Arnold in this game because of the fact that, you know, he didn't want to pull the trigger on certain things and stuff like that. Because I like I stated earlier, you know, a couple of weeks ago, I feel like there's going to become a time when we're going to have to see Jackson Arnold arm in order to win a game. And I feel like that's potentially going to be this weekend. And I could be wrong about that, but something inside of me tells me that possibly is what potentially could happen this weekend because of Brent Venables. And I hold Brent Venables in very high regard when it comes to defensive play callers, because he's shown it to us plenty of times before. So yeah, it would be interesting to see how that happens and what.
And
what
you did just what James Barnett just said. You made it.
That's fine.
You made excuse for John Mateer. You understand?
That's
you said he learned from his.
Yeah, but the thing is, we don't know if Jackson Arnold has learned from his because we haven't seen Jackson Arnold let it rip down the field much.
I was just saying with James Barnett. That's what he was trumpeting, man. He was like, y'all making excuses for John Mateer. Righteously, bro, y'all need to hit that like button. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, as far as the Jackson Arnold versus Mateer comparison, there is no comparison. There's levels to this, and that's just the reality. We've seen Mateer. He accounted for 40 touchdowns last year.
Hey, Bubba.
I agree.
Bubba.
And we have never seen the closest we've ever seen.
This is my quarterback, Bubba. This is my quarterback.
Hey, I am a Jackson Arnold stan, and I will battle for Jackson Arnold because the way that he plays and the warrior he played that he plays like. But I've seen John Mateer win games with his arm. The closest I've seen with Jackson is last year's Ole Miss game where he played an absolute incredible game with no receivers. Okay. We just haven't seen it. That's the reason why we are so skeptical of Jackson. And the media rightfully is giving John Mateer Heisman level hype. Somebody wants to talk to you.
What's up, fellas?
What's going on?
What's up, man? Old man.
What's going on?
The lead mafia godfather is in the house, man. Just talk about whatever you want to talk about. If you want to talk about changing motor oil, whatever you want.
I got to step in on this. John Mateer is the real deal.
Okay.
Like I think that kid could be like the real deal NFL quarterback. He's got that kind of ability. Not hating on Jackson Arnold. I love Jackson Arnold. I think he is the perfect quarterback for Hugh Freeze' system. But John Mateer is the real deal. If we beat Oklahoma, it's because our defense. Plain and simple.
I'm just going. I'm not saying Jackson Arnold is not the real deal, man. I was just kind of going on what James said is that Mateer has thrown 3 picks and no one talks about it. That's what his whole thing was. No one is talking about Mateer 3 picks, but yet they just making excuses for his 3 picks. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I think. My man can play some ball, but let me change this because Bubba fell off. Y'all got you as the mayor, Nick. But yeah, so I think that's kind of, I guess Bubba popped back in. But that's kind of what James Barnett was saying, man. Is that, you know, he feel like, you know, he getting preferential treatment. In which y'all saying, man, it is justly warranted, I guess. You know what I mean? Ed Darby said yesterday was another game where the flat was open all day, but Arnold focused on other things. There were plays where Coleman DB, who's DB? Coleman DB was 10. Coleman's DB was 10 yards off, and I agree. That's what I said. He took plays and he was successful in plays. I talked about that earlier, Ed. It's like sometimes on some plays he's taking the harder play. He's making the play, but there are easier throws and easier things in the play that he can adjust to. Let's try to get Bubba back in here in a minute. He said Hunter ain't most interceptions bad luck. Yeah, they are. And Hunter says most are bad throws. Okay, DC the perfect game to hit them with all 3 stages. I agree. And over top, you know what I'm saying? Seahawks says they never stay at home on 3rd downs. Trust your guys. So we're talking about 3rd down bust, man. These 3rd and longs that Auburn defense is giving up. Huggy says, see, they got to get better on 3rd down, period. Maintain discipline. Chris said Jackson Arnold wants this game more than anything. The team will match his energy and lead with the W. I like it. I like it, man. So. He said, Hunter says, so Hunter, you're an Oklahoma fan? He says, y'all don't have a prayer, and it's because Arnold. He's saying Arnold gonna lose us the game. He says, game's over by halftime. Y'all don't understand who he is yet, but you're about to. Okay, Hunter is an Oklahoma fan, obviously.
I'm not sure. I didn't see him say that.
Okay, I'm putting in the link. I'm putting in the link. Hunter, click the link. Turn your video off. We want to hear you talk. We want to hear you, Hunter, if you will. Call in, man. Seahawks says, yes, sir. The defense can start by playing their best 20 players. Too much rotation for me. All those NFL players, the 2001 Hurricane had, all of them couldn't play. Mm-hmm. You had NFL talent sitting on the sideline.
Mm-hmm.
And let me bring Bubba back in right quick to this show.
Sorry about
all right,
that.
Bubba, you back. That's all right.
Yes,
all
sir.
Good.
We hit a dead zone. We're on the road right now.
It's all
I got
good,
beef
man.
with Hunters.
Okay.
The audacity.
Hunter. Okay. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, Bob.
He needs to call it, because the audacity of that man to come in here and say that about Jackson when Jackson was playing with a couple 3rd-string receivers, a white walk-on receiver named.
Say it again, Bubba. You went out. You went out. Start again, Bubba. You went out.
We're in the
back. Are you there? He talking. He just going through a dead zone.
Okay.
Two 3rd-string receivers, a walk-on, and 18 offensive last year. You have no idea who he is yet. There is no way to assess who was last year at Oklahoma.
Okay, so you saying because of the offensive lineman, the hurt receivers, you really don't know who Jackson Arnold is because he was playing with one hand tied behind his back. In other words, I'm trying to interpret because you kind of went out a little bit, Bubba. Go ahead. Okay. So he said 100%, man. So we waiting on my man to call in. And Seahawks says, win this, we shut them up for a week at least, but the conversation will change about Auburn. It will. Cody says Oklahoma 38, Auburn 10. Cody, welcome to Auburn Addicts TV, Cody. The link is in, Cody. If you would like to chime in, call in, and don't just type in, just hit the link, turn your video off, and we're going to bring you on stage, and you just call in, Cody, and tell us, man, why you think so. Jackson Arnold can't throw even with great receivers. That's what he says. CJ DeJour, she is strumming her guitar and she says, jing, 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 jing. Hey, everybody. Jing, jing, jing. Luckily, Mateer and Jackson won't be on the field at the same time. Whose defense stands a chance? That's a good question. That's a good answer, man. Oklahoma only giving up 1 touchdown all season, so good luck scoring, Cody says. Auburn Dad for Life is in here. Let's go, Auburn Dad for Life. Hey, man, ain't no problem, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no problem. He says, just to be clear, I'm not comparing the QBs at all. Mateer is the dude, you know, but I guess he will continue later. You hit the bullseye, Nick. Brett is gonna make Jackson on to beat them by throwing the ball. Time to amp up Bomb City. You heard me. Okay. All right. And there go the link, man. And you know what I'm saying? Y'all want to call in, man. There go the link. Just hit the link, man. We can stop all this typing and talking. You know what I'm saying? By the way, I had time rematch and rethink thing. It looks like Hugh was still using his game to get a lot of peeps to play. He was, and work on things even to go from destroying them first half and not second. Yeah, he said it. He said he throttled it down, man. Penn State Sports Talk. What's up, Penn State Sports Talk? Penn State Sports Talk, man. It's Penn State. You're a sports talk. Hit the link and come in and talk to us, Penn State Sports Talk. He said we haven't played anyone. I think we played Baylor, man, and they knocked off the number 17 team that made the playoffs last year. So we have played someone, man. You can't say, you know what I'm saying, we haven't played no one. You know, we have played someone, Penn State Sports. But we want to hear your voice, Penn State Sports. Please enlighten us, man. But I feel he was holding back, in this game, but not in OU game. I hope I'm right. Not looking too much into it. Penn State, OU giving that belt. Okay. He said we're giving that belt, man. Okay. Just to be clear, I'm not comparing the QBs at all. Mateer is that dude. But the fact that people act like Jackson Arnold is terrible is not factual. That's only based on last year, which isn't fair, period. See that? Yeah, that's what I got you. I got you. We're on the same page with that. Now here comes Penn State. Auburn Addicts brought everyone out today. Yes, sir. We have, man. I love it, man. Love it, man. Penn State Sports Talks, man. Come on in, man. Talk to us. Arnold is an OU castaway. You think Brent letting him beat them? I don't know, man. We're gonna find out Saturday. Yeah, it ain't up to Brent, man. It's up to them players on the field. And it ain't like Jackson Arnold and Brent Venables gonna be out there arm wrestling in the middle of the field. You know what I'm saying? He not gonna be arm wrestling.
Brent Venables was calling plays, though.
I agree. I think Arnold dumped Brent on his head. You know what I'm saying? It's like they like gonna be in him and Brent Venables gonna be in a cage match. What I'm saying is this other players too involved. Auburn offensive line will be involved. You know what I'm saying? You can scheme up all you want to, but if your players ain't playing, if you ain't got the Jimmies and the Joes, man, all that scheming, if that O-line takes control of the game, you can call whatever you want to call. If that O-line is on Saturday, if that O-line is doing what Georgia O-line was doing to Tennessee, you can call what you want to call, man. They just gonna gas you.
Which wasn't
you feel what I'm saying? So it ain't just what I'm saying. It's not just Jackson Arnold and Brett. You know what I'm saying? You got other players. You got, Kieron Crawford, man. They gonna have a say so, man. Keldrick Falk is gonna have a say so in this. So players playing too. You know what I'm saying? So
let me get it straight. So you saying if Auburn does what Georgia's offensive line did Saturday, we should be able to do whatever we want to. Georgia didn't do much on the offense.
Georgia lined up, man, in like 12, 13 personnel and was running that ball down their throat.
It wasn't that.
It usually has one game like that. It's usually a Kentucky game where they just play bully ball and they get that Kirby Smart bully ball dialed in. And it's a game like that where they just like, man, this our buckle up game where we set the tone of who we are. And we're gonna talk about that later because we're gonna reset on teams. But if Georgia can if Auburn can run the ball on Oklahoma like Georgia did on Tennessee, yes, we win the game. I don't have a question about that.
Tennessee was running the ball. I mean, yeah. I didn't
talk about Georgia defense.
I disagree with that one.
We're not talking about.
I don't think Georgia's offensive line was as dominant as you're trying to make it, as you making it out to be yesterday. They weren't, because Tennessee defensive line was getting pressure on Gunner Stockton
running the ball.
They were stopping the run. A lot of those runs that Georgia was getting, a lot of those runs that Georgia was having was a lot of stretch plays when they was getting to the outside and they was finding something. It was a lot of zone blocking in that situation, and they was just finding a crease. I mean, Tennessee was getting pressure on the guys. I don't think Georgia's offensive line is what we trying to portray them to be. But
it's that's just me. But you got to get the speed to get to the outside.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. My point is, if we run the ball the way Georgia ran the ball, we will win this game. Okay. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't matter if we run it outside, if we run it backwards down the field, if we're running with no linemen, it doesn't matter how we do it. If we run the ball the way Georgia ran the ball, we will win this game.
And what I was saying, what I was saying is, I think you're giving Georgia's offensive line too much credit. Is what I was saying. That was the whole point.
All the credit to DC wearing that uniform with that helmet.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about, old man. Come through for your boy. You know what I'm saying? Come through for your boy, old man. Well, let me ask y'all that while we on a pause right here, man. Let me ask old man and Bubba. Okay, so what do y'all think about? Do y'all think if Auburn can run the ball on Penn State like that, do you think that's a victory? What do y'all think about that?
Michigan wasn't able to run the ball on them.
Okay.
If Auburn can run the ball on them, it opens up the play action.
Facts.
I'm gonna leave it right there.
Facts.
But but old man just gave you a great point. He gave you a team that is notorious for running the football very well, that was not able to run the ball against Oklahoma. Which is because the narrative that has been out for the first 2.5 weeks about Oklahoma is Oklahoma can't stop a run. They can't stop a run in the cold. I go back and I watch it and I'm saying, what are y'all talking about? I'm looking at this. I'm looking at Kendall Davis playing at all three levels of the defense. And when they go into a 3-high safety look, number 5 as a matter of fact, number 5, Kendall Davis on the defense for Oklahoma. Playing at each level of the defense. He's playing the edge, he can play linebacker, and he can play a safety position in the middle of the field when they go 3 safety look. And this guy is playing all over the field, and he's stopping the run. He's part of the reason why these guys stop and run. They got a lot of tackles for loss on this defense. So I'm telling you, and he just gave you a great example. A team that is notorious for running the football, that basically went to a national championship by running the football. By running the football, playing play action pass with JJ McCarthy and all those guys that was on that on that defensive line, ran to a national championship last year in that situation, and even beat. And if I'm not mistaken, they beat the national champions last year in the game by running the ball and not being able to throw it. The same team that played them a week ago, couldn't run the ball against Oklahoma.
Okay,
and what do we do well? We run the ball.
Yeah, but you gotta look at this also, man. Oh, if Michigan would have came in with Jackson Arnold, Cam Coleman, and all them receivers, they wouldn't have stopped the run like they stopped it. You came in with a freshman quarterback out of high school, bro, and they didn't have the receiving core either. So yeah, you can stack the run like that against Michigan, bro. If Michigan would have had Jackson Arnold and our receivers, you telling me they would have stopped the run the same way? No, they wouldn't have. Ain't no way. I mean, you said you giving an example of a team that have half of their, complement of an offense. All they got is their run game. You coming in a hostile environment with a true freshman, a quarterback out of high school that without they don't have the elite receivers Auburn have. So yeah, you better stop the run because you can just load it up. So give me an example where you can say, think about this, man. Auburn was moving the ball on Oklahoma last year with Peyton Thorne. This same Brent Venables in Oklahoma, Hugh Freeze with Peyton Thorne, they would have beat these cats if that dude didn't throw an interception. So now you telling me that Auburn just gonna be in the mud, bruh. It's like they almost beat them last year with Peyton Thorne. So I mean, expound on that to me.
What I'll say is it's 2 completely different systems.
Okay.
Sherrone Moore, he's gonna get in the pistol, he's gonna try and run stretch, power, counter. Not a ton of RPO game.
Exactly.
If you're bringing the nickel in RPO and you're rotating down one of the safeties to take the slot, and we run a hitch, there's space there, you can rip it there, and that's an extension of the run game. So when you have options off of it, RPO, the power read game that we have, the RPOs with Q counter, Q power, things like that, that's how you even it out to where even if they do play in a heavy box and you're not comfortable with the drop back game, you can get creative. And that's what I'll give this offensive staff credit for, is they do get a lot more creative in the run game than Sherrone Moore does. Sherrone Moore, very good offensive mind, but if he doesn't have the perfect personnel to run his system, a lot like a guy like Jim McElwain, his system ain't gonna work. Which there's a lot of parallels between McElwain's system and Sherrone Moore's system. I think that the game plan for them is going to be a lot different, and they're probably not going to be able to get as exotic in this game because of the RPO game and the voids that open up in this system. Because what works so well for Venables' defense is in the drop back game. By the time they get to their third, the pre-snap, they'll line one high, right? By the time the quarterback gets to the back of his drop, the picture's completely changed. They'll be in quarters out of a one high pre-snap look. They'll be in cover 2. They'll be in non-traditional Tampa looks with the safety dropping down and the corners playing the deep halves. That don't work if we're running RPO glance. If we're running RPO with the Y busting the seam. If they bring the nickel and we got a bubble over here and the safety's coming from 20 yards deep to try and make the play there. So that's what I'll say in this game. Hugh Free's going to have to be on his game with play calling, and he's going to have to see it before it happens, because you can also end up in situations where that safety rotates down out of a too high look. We're trying to rip the glance post, and they're taking it the other way. So that's what I'll say as far as how we're going to have to beat this is Free's going to have to be on his game, play calling wise.
Well, what Bubba's trying to say is Nick Saban ain't back there calling defense.
Okay. Brent Venables has beat the Nick Saban team twice, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll put it like that. As a defensive coordinator.
PSA Sports Talk says OU has the best defensive line in the country and the second best defense behind Ohio State, plus a Michigan win. Okay. CJ says
put a lot of respect on a freshman quarterback at Michigan there. That's like a 7 or 8 win team.
So what now?
They're talking about Michigan like that's a 10-win team. That's a 7-8 win team.
Right. And that's all I'm saying, man. It's like, yes, they beat Michigan. You know what I'm saying? And Michigan is run first and run heavy and run often. But it's like you can't like act like they came in there with, a full complement of, like you said, he has to have his right players. Maybe he has the right players for next year. You know what I'm saying? So it's important too, man. You coming in somewhere with a freshman quarterback. Leslie Brown from Ohio. Oklahoma's defense is too tough. Okay,
they can play.
Right. Yeah. Man, we're not saying Oklahoma. I'm not saying Oklahoma defense is the truth, bro. Like I said last week, Oklahoma, man, they honestly, when I saw them against Michigan, their defense looked like they have a different kind of spring to them. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, I can't explain it. The speed and the aggression they have, man, is just next level. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to have to like score early, man, to kind of quiet that down, because they get on top of you with that defense and the crowd, man. It could be over by halftime. Donald Hodges, what's up, Donald? He says Jackson Arnold would be nervous, a nervous wreck in Norman. It's a beatdown. Okay.
I want to know if he could comment why he thinks that.
Yeah. Okay.
I want to know why Jackson Arnold should be afraid to go in Gaylord Stadium.
I don't understand it either, man. I'm like, he played there, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying with that. And Brent Venables, man, he's practiced against this defense and his personnel. So it's not like, I know Brett will come up something with exotic that he probably hasn't seen. But when you get beyond when we just get into the game, it's going to be a lot of stuff Jackson Arnold has seen in practice also. So it's not like it's going to just be brand new. And like you say, he's been in that stadium. So it's like him going home, man. So he said, come in and tell us why, please. Donald, let us know. He says, y'all play South Alabama, at least play Jacksonville State.
Don't disrespect.
South Alabama is a really good G5 program. They got Major Applewhite as a head coach, a former Power 5 level head coach, a guy who's coached at Texas, Alabama.
Yeah.
They have Paul Petrino, the brother of Bobby Petrino, calling plays for the offense.
Absolutely,
ain't no bones.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Armadale for Life says, why new low for trolls when Penn State fan becomes one, even though we playing OU? Yeah, not them. Hey, man, I love it, man. I welcome everybody, man. Give me a wrench, DC. Okay, I will, CJ. Give you an Asia wrench, man. Leslie Brown said Oklahoma quarterbacks are too good. Okay, bro, everybody too good. Yeah, man, we not saying it's just like we're not saying Oklahoma defense can't play. You know what I'm saying? We're not saying that at all. Cody Stacy is in the house. This simple Oklahoma gonna shut the run game down, force Arnold to throw. Arnold completion rate is horrible, low with pass rush. Okay. I don't think we're gonna be doing a lot of. Hopefully, we won't be doing a lot of drop back passing, man. Hopefully. He said James said the comments in this chat proves my point.
I think they're just trolling.
He said, yeah, Penn State say he called it like it is, man. We got our Rooster finna talk. So hold on, Rooster. CJ said, did anyone call you at all though? She just responded to Penn State guy said I called it like it is. She said nobody didn't even call you, bro. She said we would sweep y'all in a season series again. Yeah, y'all did that, man. Congratulations to Penn State for beating Auburn twice, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all did that. Awesome. Yeah, this is how he said I ain't like how fans talk to us. Really? Okay.
I don't like how you talking to me.
Auburn won't run the ball on Oklahoma like they have these cupcakes. Okay, Cody.
Y'all are all back next week.
Cody, are you a fan? If you're a fan, Cody, here go the link, man. You can call and talk about it, just like the Rooster about to do, man. We ain't got Harsin anymore. It'd be different if y'all want to come back. You might have a point right there. About that. Yeah. He said, who have y'all played? Donna Hodges says Boomer. Okay.
Sooner.
He said, where do all these randoms come from? I don't know, man. I'm happy to have them in here, man. We just talking football, man. I wish they would call in, man. CJ says the good news is we don't know how Jackson will throw, and we will find out Saturday. Nostradamus. That's right, man. Cody says Arnold isn't terrible. He just bad under pressure.
That is a fact. Last year he was pretty bad under pressure.
Yeah, okay. He said laughing out loud, Cody. Good way of putting it. By the way, stop saying Brent use his last name because I'm a Brent. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, man. Auburn Dad for life. You know, I'm sorry, Auburn Dad. Okay, Venerables. Yep. Booner. Sooner. Okay. We were 30 ball OU and Auburn. Wow, man. That's okay. Now you really getting out of pocket now. All right, man. Rooster, come in and talk to us, Rooster. What's up, Rooster?
What's happening, fellas?
You, man. You the coolest, baby. You the flyest.
That's the rumor. You know what I'm talking about?
That ain't no rumor. That's facts, Huggy. That's
yeah, you're right. What am I talking about? Man, first of all, I've had my feel of hearing last year. Mm-hmm. If Auburn wins or loses against Oklahoma, it ain't gonna have a damn thing to do with last year.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be real. If last year counted, Florida State wouldn't have thumped Alabama. This is this year.
Yes, sir.
So that's just point number one. Point number two, from a personal perspective, I admire the fire, but I don't know if Penn State should be talking trash to nobody. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I do believe that in the same amount of time, Auburn has won and give away a national championship. When's the last time Penn State sniffed one? So they just call that. And
go ahead.
I don't understand.
Man. Let them cook. Go ahead, Huggy.
I don't understand Penn State coming in trying to defend Oklahoma in the first place. But this is, you know, I'm gonna go out on a limb. Despite Hugh Freeze and his goofy face, I'm sure he understands how big of a situation he's in. This is the first SEC game, which is to say it's the first real test of the season. So I'm going to trust the coaches because it's all we got. I'm going to trust the coaches that they understand the situation and they're going to have them boys ready to play. Whether or not they're going to win or lose remains to be seen. And everybody can talk trash, but let's be real about this. There's a 50-50 shot that you right or wrong. We can say the same thing for Auburn. We can say they're going to win or lose, but there's a 50-50 shot. It does make me feel a little better to see all these outsiders coming in to talk trash to a team they're not even playing. So it must be something there under the surface that is getting ready to pop. I'm going to still hold on to what I said earlier. I don't think Brent Venables is going to let Auburn beat them running the game or running the ball. He's going to make them throw the ball deep. The good thing about that is I think Jackson Arnold will be smart enough to say, okay, they're in a cover 2, they're in a cover 3, audible, and start gashing it. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you win, it matters that you win.
Absolutely, bro. And
as far as Oklahoma's concerned, no, Auburn ain't really played nobody of great merit. They beat Baylor, which you can only line up and play who is in front of you. You know what I'm talking about? But what's Oklahoma done so far? Real talk. I didn't see nothing where they've shut out all 3 teams they've played, racked up 800 yards, scored 70. I ain't seen nothing like that.
Yeah.
So I get being on fire for your team, but that's not gonna matter when the 2 teams line. Because I will say this. Baby mama calling in, she's gonna have to wait. I'm gonna say that what I have seen of Jackson Arnold, and what's up, Bubba? And hey, for real quick, shout out to the old man. I ain't never got to shout you out. Shout out to the old man, but it's not really going. It's not all this talk really ain't gonna matter. But I'm not scared of Oklahoma, and I don't think Jackson Arnold is going to go into Norman. Isn't that where they play? Norman, something like that. I mean, I don't guess it matters one way or the other. It's all the same. I don't think he's going to be shook up at all. Just my opinion, because it's not like he's making his first start of his career. He played SEC games last year, so it's not like it's his first start. So I don't see him walking in there clutching his pearls like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? There's a wagoner over there. I'm gonna get behind Jackson and say that he's gonna want to show. And just like Bubba said, you can't really judge nothing he did last year, because them jokers was pulling people out the crowd to play wide receiver. So you can't really judge nothing he did last year. But I know what I've seen him do when he's been in that orange and blue the last 3 games, and that boy wants to win. He's a dog, man. I think CJ or somebody as a female made a comment that, when his elbow's busted open and he gives him that look like, nah, we'll handle that later. Let's get to the next play. That's what it comes down to. And as you can tell, like I said, I think it was yesterday, DC, I don't like Oklahoma. I don't like the school. I don't like the state. It just is what it is. And this is a lifelong beef of mine. And regardless of what Auburn does, I'm going to continue to not like Oklahoma, not like nothing about them, can't stand them, could do without them, period. So that's my thoughts on it. So I'm fired up. So I say, let's go ahead and skip the game and do this Wednesday, and let's get to it. Because I want to see what the Sooners have got. Let's get to the game sooner. You heard me? So, I don't care if Auburn runs it, throws it. I don't care if they line up and run the old 1920 power I triple option. As long as points is going on the board and they walk out of there screaming War Eagle, that's all I'm concerned about. But yeah, let me catch my breath. I got a little fired up. Like I said, I don't like Oklahoma. Nothing about them. The whole state. It just is what it is. And that ain't never gonna change. So I'm hoping that they just beat the brakes off Oklahoma. And I want the score to run up. Just score and then go to the parking lot and play the 5th quarter and flag football. Or no, they just tackle in the parking lot, bro. That's how bad I want blood. I'm dead serious. I want Auburn to throttle them. As a matter of fact, if they beat the brakes off Oklahoma and then lose for the rest of the season, I'll be all right. I just want to see them beat the brakes off Oklahoma.
He said beat the brakes off Oklahoma, just shut the season down, man.
Shut them down, Jack. Because let's be honest, like I said about Penn State, Oklahoma ain't done jack in the last whatever, 20-some years, whatever year it is. But they act like they've been on Alabama's level or Georgia's level, or I guess you could say even Auburn's level, because Auburn got titles since they got one. You heard me? Ooh. So I hope Oklahoma is ready to back up all this talk, and I want it to be an absolute malicious mauling. I want to mug them jokers. Matter of fact, when they done, go to the spot where all the players go and hang out and snatch all their girls, beat their ass, and then snatch their broad. You heard me? Yeah.
Don't take all the girls now. Come on now.
Take all of them. Matter of fact, I hope Hugh Freeze goes in there and gets all their mammies and their grannies.
Come on, man.
DJ Durkin go holler at their aunties. Keldrick Falk, all them. Champ Anthony, he may not even play. I hope he goes in there and wipes out the whole offensive line's girlfriends, all of them.
Oh my God!
In one night.
We done got personal. We going to the girlfriend.
Oh yeah. It's definitely personal with Huggy.
Hide the ladies, man. Hide the ladies with Auburn gone.
That's right. We coming to burn your houses down, take all your women, and then we might teach y'all how to cook. Since as hard as y'all try to play like y'all from the South, y'all ain't from the South, Jack. You in the middle of the country. Can't even call it the West. They in the middle. So no, I hope Auburn goes in there and puts a Southern fried beat down on these Crimson Bastards. You heard me? Matter of fact, if Alabama plays them, I want Alabama to smack the hell out of them too. Just ass whoopings all around from everybody in the SEC. I'll even root for Vandy to beat them if they play. And I don't like them either. But I'm personally hoping it gets personal with Jackson Arnold. I hope he has it in, and I'm being dead serious. I hope he has it in his mind and hears all these people talking trash about him, about, oh, you're a cast off, you're this, that, and the third. I hope he comes in there with a point to prove that, hey, I'm way better than what y'all think I am, and here's the proof of it.
Yes, sir.
Oh, boy. That's good right there. Man.
Yeah, after that one, I'm going to call you Mr. Huggy.
I don't even know how to follow that.
Huggy.
But like I said, bro, it is, I just have a deep-seated personal, matter of fact, one of my favorite television shows with Stallone in it is Tulsa King. That's the worst thing about the show is it's in Oklahoma. And that's not even a joke.
Huggy went to go on the TV shows now, man.
And I mean, how you gonna play a show and this cat's coming from the New York mob to the deep South and he goes to Oklahoma? You feel me? That in and of itself don't make any damn sense. I mean, they north of Texas. Matter of fact, just to piss them off, hook them damn horns. How about that? And Penn State, I don't know who their rivals is, but whoever their rivals is, I'm yelling their fights on too. Whoever they is. I don't even know.
Take my hat off and just leave it in the car.
Man, for real, man. Just shut everything down, man. It just
is the old man a Penn State fan? Did I just hear that correctly, or did I misunderstand that?
Oh, he said he's taking his hat off to you, man. He said go take his hat and just leave it in the car, man.
Okay, I was about to say he's a Penn State fan. I'm gonna take my shout out back.
Oh man. Oh.
Anything else, Mr. Huggy? Mr. Huggy now.
Just to make sure everybody got the point. I don't like Oklahoma.
Yes, sir.
Don't like him at all. I want him beat down to the G-darn socks. You hear me? Do like dude did a couple weeks ago. Run by the lineup when they warming up and snatch their chain. Throw it up in the crowd.
Yes, sir, Mr. Huggy. Yes, sir, Mr. Huggy.
And on that note, y'all stay super fly. War damn eagle. You heard me?
Hi, Huggy, man.
Hey, fella. I think we just found Paul Feinbaum's new Tammy.
That part. Yeah.
That is up.
Jesus Christ, man. That was hilarious, bro.
Hey, throw the link in the chat. Throw the link in the chat.
Okay, man. Here go the He go to link in the chat, man. Let me try to get my people's, man. Right, the link going in. Seahawks say he hasn't had his full 100. Auburn Dad for Life says I'm older than Brett, so he got his name first. He says material better QB Arnold will come in with motivation. Yes, Cody says motivation till the defense get some all night. If Arnold can keep his emotions in check, AU has a chance. If he plays hero ball, OU give him the belt. There's no in between. Ken Sterling last year was not Arnold's fault at OU. The OC was incompetent and the worst in OU history. Plus, there were no QB coach and top 6 receivers were out, coupled with third string O line. Yeah, man, you got to come on, man. We just got to see this man next week. I mean, Jackson Arnold beat Bama last year, just running the ball for God's sake. Yeah, he did that part. Doesn't matter. Oklahoma defense won half of their games last year. Arnold ran for his life. He couldn't do that this year. He got to throw the ball. He don't make good reads, and he can't scan the field. Okay. OU offensive line would dominate. No, I don't know about that now, but Auburn Dad, the defense won the game, held them to 3 points. Okay. Sparty is in the Sparty finna come up. Hold up. Sparty about to come up. Y'all play Villanova, FIU, and Nevada. Which one of them belong? Yeah, I agree. To a team, which one of them belong to a Power 4 team? I think neither one of them, maybe. Darren Smith gonna learn what pancake means the hard way. Really? You think like O-line, Oklahoma O-line is gonna like dominate Auburn's? That's an interesting take. Dark Robertson might need Google Map to find the ball. Okay. That OU all 22 film different. Okay. Auburn won't run the ball against Oklahoma. This must be an OU fan. Penn State, OU running backs are gonna run through y'all like I don't know. Eric Wendell's gonna wish he red-shirted. Okay. And Michigan had one good run because Brett lined them up in the wrong play. Okay. Mike McKinney's in the house. Haynes went for 125. You just contradicted yourself. Oh, Penn State. James, he is unwell and bored. Because of the 75-yard run, held him to 3.5 yards per run before that. Okay. Chris Murray, OU about to spear him into retirement. Okay. OU tight end is going to live rent-free in your safety's head. Okay. This man must be easy. Okay. I seen the LOL. He just saying stuff about, but I bet he won't call in. Okay. We about to get Sparty in here.
Are we giving predictions on the game at the end of the show?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Sparty, go ahead.
Yo,
come on, Sparty, talk to us. Yeah, we hear you, man, loud and clear.
Man, what's up? Hey, who was the last guy that was on here? I forgot. He's kind of a little bit drunk.
That's Huggy, man. That's Huggy, man. Huggy was in
there. Huggy.
Mr. Huggy.
Oh man, he's riding Jackson Arnold's fucking back pocket, brother. He wants the revenge game more than anything.
Hey, man, he
Boomer Center. That's all I just wanted to say. So y'all have a good day. I'm not big in there's no rivalry there. It's just Jackson Arnold.
Okay. So you an Oklahoma fan?
Hell yeah. Born in Tulsa, raised in Norman.
Okay. So let me ask you this, man. So tell us why, and I'm gonna fix the screen while I'm talking. Tell us why, man, Oklahoma is gonna win this game and give us a prediction.
Well, I mean,
and we appreciate you. We appreciate you.
Never know what I mean. My prediction is always going to be OU till the day I die. So my prediction is if our offensive line works like it's been working, because our offensive line was horrendous last year.
Okay.
If our offensive line works, I was watching the tape on Temple. I mean, it's Temple, but like I've also watched the tape on Michigan. And the game before that, I'm focusing on our offensive line.
Okay.
We get those blocks for Mateer to run down your throat. I don't care if it's Jackson Arnold, bro. You better have better blockers.
Okay.
And you know what? You got to also remember this. Jackson Arnold's definitely going to be in his head whenever he faces the linebackers that he faced every day in practice. And that Kobe McKenzie guy, you got to watch him this game.
Okay. So you think all their O-line is going to dominate Auburn's defense?
No, I'm not saying anything. I said we have to.
Okay.
We have to dominate, and we have to continue dominating. That's the thing. People are like, we were a dark horse at the beginning of the year. No one knew, except like a few like Unfair Sports, maybe a SEC network, a few SEC network fucking YouTubes, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different things that go into the aspect of a national championship contending football program. And that's something we can say that we have. That's something we can say that we actually develop our quarterbacks better than anyone in the country. We are QBU. We have we tie with Ohio State with most Heismans. We also have the longest winning streak in college football and has never been broken since 47. So I mean, it's just a lot. And the fact I didn't want to get on here and do this. It's just a guy behind me. Like, you could tell he's from Bama. He's what was that one Bama guy's name? He's the grandpa with gray hair. He gets really mad and he gets on the ground. I forgot what his name was, but he sounded like him. Like he tied one off a little bit too much, but he's going to need to tie one off for next Saturday. That's for sure.
Okay, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
All right, man. Y'all have a good one.
Appreciate you coming in, calling in, man.
Sparty.
Absolutely.
Have a good one, Sparty, man. We'll see you this week, bro.
Yes, sir.
Have a good one. He says, Penn State, Morris Williams might actually about more Sooners than stops. Guys, we have a real life crash out happening in the chat. Let's get into this intervention. Yeah, for real, man. He says, I've been here after the game. Hear y'all's reaction. Y'all's run game won't stand a chance, and Arnold will throw a pick or two with this pass rush. Okay, we'll see. We'll cry and then move on to the next game. Right. Jay Hardy can't plug a leak at a kiddie pool. Okay. Man, that's, Richard Reeves, what's up? Auburn Dad, exactly. I notice on a weekly basis, other fans always are commenting on our content. Auburn is living rent-free in their heads. Obviously, man. Penn State still sad about Alvin. Auburn's D-line going to get pushed back to Toomer's corner. Man, this man got all kind of stuff. So you're so right. I forgot about that. Yes, he is sour. Look like I live in Alabama. I have a lot of Auburn fans, but an Oklahoma team. The Oklahoma is tough this year. Okay, that's what Cole. He's just Sandusky likes Penn State more than Penn State. Dang, man, that's rough right there. A lot of my Auburn friends live in reality. They know we tough. Man, we didn't. You tough? Yeah, we know y'all tough, man. We know y'all tough. Ain't nobody say y'all like sorry. Auburn's front seven, more like front nine. I like a few safety players.
That was a bit of a weak one. That was
man. Yeah, he fought. He kind of getting tired now because he sucks under pressure. Duh. Okay. We all know he is good at Cody. We are just saying it will be a fight. If we lose, we lose. We know who we are, though. Yeah, for real, man. It's like we're not saying Oklahoma is just like trash or nothing like that, and they're not a good team, man. But don't expect Auburn is just gonna come in there and just lay down, man. Yeah, he said, never not mind. This is a bot. Okay, he don't make the right reads. He scans one side of the field and runs the ball. Okay, in North Penn State, he hasn't done any research. Bubba is a college professor. Oh, this subject compared to him, he is in kindergarten for sure. He's just gonna have to get ball out fast because they're gonna get after him. No doubt, man. We believe that they're gonna get after him a tier 2. It's funny how they all come on the Auburn group. Sounds like fear to me, man. Must be. I don't know. Keldrick Falk could get off it slow. Okay, we'll see. Malik Blockton about to get introduced.
Did he just look up like the roster?
Yeah, he's just looking at the roster now, going down the roster, I believe. We're not coming to your page, Penn State. Stop begging. We got through it on new seasons. Can't talk about, man. I was hoping Penn State would just call in, man. You know what I'm saying? Richard Young says, I'm an OU fan, but Penn State is overrated big time. Dang. Okay. We're 3-0. We are 3-0-2 at Penn State. Yes, we are, man. What's up, D-Lel, man? We in here with Penn State fans, Oklahoma fans, D-Lel. We just kind of talking football, man. Getting spammed by Penn State Sports Talk, man. And that is awesome, man. What's up, fellas? I ain't trying to tell y'all how to run y'all show, but I don't want to hear any butter pecan ice cream slander tonight. Thank you, man. Thank you, D-Lel. D-Lel, thank you. Oh, man.
If you don't want it to be slandered, just don't bring it up.
Hey, man, look, I'm with you, D-Lab, man. They were slandering butter pecan ice cream last show. They were really doing that, man, and I ain't with that, man. Did the old man say he liked butter pecan ice cream?
I think we actually got some in the freezer right now.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about, old man. That's what I'm talking about, man. The problem is Arnold hasn't thrown much that should worry y'all a bit. He's not going to be able to run out the pocket. We don't know that, man. He said facts caller. He said 300 plus yards for 3 games isn't great. Okay. Hope he has that same energy after the game.
I wonder if that's Richard Young from Adapt and Response. I'm curious to know.
Is it?
I don't know.
Richard Young.
I'm asking. If that is Richard Young from Adapt and Response, shout out to you, my guy.
What's Adapt and Response, Nick?
Oh, it's a YouTube channel.
Okay.
Used to work for you. I think if that's the same guy, I think he used to work for Fox Sports. He's a big Oklahoma fan as well. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm curious. I'm curious if that's his other account. I'm just curious.
Okay. Richard Young, is that you? Is it Richard Young? He's talking about. I tell you what, material will throw in traffic and heartbeat. I can see us picking him off at least twice. Ronald Boy is going to be a good game at the end of the day. I think OU has too much for Auburn. I'll start this weekend for you. Okay, it'll start this weekend for you. Dude is delusional. Call is drunk.
No, he sounded sober.
That's why y'all. LOL, y'all faces is saying everything. LOL, man. Yeah, for real, man. What's up, God Body Science? Let's go. We going, man. We in here with the Oklahoma fans and everything today, man. You don't know Oklahoma is one of the most winning football teams in college football, man. I was on Nick's show, Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. When we were talking about Oklahoma and Texas, Cody, I was telling them, man, that Texas get all the glazing, man, but Oklahoma has actually accomplished more. So no, that's not true, man. Oklahoma's accomplished more championships and more than I don't know. It should be the other way around with Oklahoma getting the glazing that Texas gets, in my opinion, with the accomplishments in the Big 12 titles that they won. It's called Central. Okay. Oklahoma owns the state of Alabama. Awesome. Since we did OU, that was last year. Since we did OU have beef with Auburn, LOL. Okay. Antoine says, and Rich John, you're not. Who said, oh, just showing your stupidity. Yeah, they're just showing stupidity. Sparty Armstrong. What is it? Does it? He contact line number? Okay, he already called in. Yeah, dude, not living in reality. I need to call in. He did. Bet. He says bet. Let me see. He says call is funny. Getting to the end right here. Let me ask y'all this before while I'm going through this. Is it any team, and we're in the show with this, is it any team you want to change your mind on from this? You know, we had talking season, which we didn't see football. So you see football now. Is it any teams you want to change your perspective on? Is what I want to know.
Nick, you don't even want to show any respect to Tennessee?
I already gave them the respect. They're good. I already did.
So you changing on your thought about Tennessee?
No, I'm not changing. I'm just saying they're just a better football team than what I expect them to be. I still expect them to lose some games, but they are respectable a football team. I just think Joey Aguilar has came in and has done a lot better than what I expected him to do. But hey, we'll see what happens, man. I mean, shout out to Tennessee, man. They're good. I still don't think they're gonna win more than 8 games, to be honest with you.
Okay. What about you, Bubba? You got any teams you kind of changed on?
Yeah, Mississippi State. I knew Blake Shapen could play. I did not expect the offensive line to perform at the level it has. And I expected UCLA to be bad. I didn't expect them to be the worst team in FBS level bad.
Yeah.
They are atrocious.
Yeah.
Awful. Like they got their coach fired after 3 games. I don't even think it's his fault.
It's not.
Like, and Nico has looked pretty bad. I don't think it's his fault either.
Nope, it's not.
They are awful. But yeah, Mississippi State. The Evans kid, the transfer from Georgia, is really good. I like him. Other than that, Missouri. Missouri is
okay. Yeah, Missouri looks
really, really good. Auburn fans need to watch out for them coming up on the schedule. They can ball.
Yeah, Florida is not that team, bro. Yeah, I thought they were going to pick up where they left off last year. They are not that team, man. I can't say Call is drunk. Antoine says my beef is with he said Antoine, my beef is with OU is personal. We all know Huggy, he is not drunk at all. Yeah. He said, Ken, bro, I'm from Birmingham. It will be a good game. It will be. Tulsa gang, let's go, Boomer. Okay. That defense line gonna be tough, Arnold. Okay. So O-line, the defense line gonna be tough. OU defense may cause Arnold to make bad throws. Okay. So what about will Auburn defensive line call my man because Mateer to make bad throws? Y'all think? What's y'all thought? Huh?
Mateer is cool under pressure. I don't think.
Okay.
I think if you get to him, you got to bring him down. You're not going to affect him mentally.
Okay. He said, see, the caller even said, OU offensive line was trash, but act like Jackson Arnold didn't play with the same offensive line. I'm confused. Didn't Jackson Arnold play with the same trash line last year? Point proven again. James, he said it's not the same line as last year. He said, Drain dropped that mic. Do y'all think Arnold is going to be able to handle the OU defense? Nick?
We can hope.
Okay. You said, did I say that? William Washington saying OU 38, Auburn 10.
That sounds like a fake name. That's definitely Tim Tucker.
You said that's Tim Tucker.
That's got to be Tim Tucker. Otherwise, I feel bad for that man.
You said, old man said, man, y'all hit that like for my boys, man. Please hit the like button. Everybody in here, man. We should have over 100 likes, man. We should have over 100 likes, man. OU O-line ain't all that. They got their first 100 yards rushing yesterday. Really? Against Temple? Wow.
They can't run the ball.
He said he's speaking about last year. Old man says yes. And Bubba says they can't run the ball. He says it's called a game of chess. We let you see what we want you to see. Michigan thought they were going to run the ball because we let Illinois State run the ball. And look how that went for Michigan.
Different offense.
Butter pecan. You see that right now? Look at that. Look at Bubba. Y'all see that? Butter pecan is fire. Man, it's the best on the shelf, old man. It's best on the shelf. Best on the shelf, old man. I'm late, Bubba. The pick.
It wasn't my decision, but you know, I'm just plotting. That's it. I'm just plotting. At least I'm out the locker.
Yeah, man. All right, Mr. English says, Booner, we own nothing but Texas. Okay. Stan Howard, Mr. Tennessee. What's up? Man, the Baron of Bentonville is in the house. Yeah, he said we let y'all down this week, man. He said I need you all in 2 weeks, man. Who's y'all got in 2 weeks? Who Tennessee got in 2 weeks?
You're talking about Auburn.
Oh, against Georgia. Okay,
yeah, it's more like 3 weeks.
Okay, I'm happy for Auburn. Low key, they got to be good this year, but I think Oklahoma wins by 2 scores. Whoa, he says it's going to be a test for both teams. Trail says Miss State. Nick called that. Oklahoma probably won't win all the games. Sadly, we play 9 ranked opponents. Man, this SEC, bro.
We know.
He said, Nico is bad, man. He is, man. Oklahoma defense is for real. KDM. Everybody's talking about Oklahoma defense, man. So, yeah, we know they for real. You know what I'm saying? Auburn will not be affected by the 50,000 OU fans at the game. They knocked off Baylor at Baylor. Okay, LSU will win 10 games. Man,
they might win all 12, man. That is a elite team.
Yeah, man. They finally got a defense, bro. What's up, Philip? Oklahoma has a whole year of scouting Arnold. Not good for Auburn. Okay, so Arnold got a whole year of scouting Oklahoma. Okay.
Those things, like when people talk about that stuff, it does not matter. Like
it
Sam Jackson knowing about Cal's defense
did not help us not one bit. Not help us not one bit. So last 2 years, Oklahoma has played tough schedule compared to Texas. And we agree. When y'all, it's like, bro, I'm with you, man. It's like we all say, bro, Texas came into the SEC. Texas had a paper soft schedule. Oklahoma got the worst end of the deal from the both teams coming in, Cody. So, you know what I'm saying, bro? We ain't here to, you know what I'm saying, fight Oklahoma. We just playing them. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, yeah, Oklahoma got a bad schedule in my opinion, compared to what Texas got. Texas got a tailor-made schedule to win a national championship. Oklahoma did not. They got job. Anything else, Nick?
Ooh.
Where can they find you, my man?
Oh, we're not predictions. We're not picking predictions.
Yes, we are, man. I'm sorry.
Oh.
He said, "How y'all have all the money and can't win, man?" Hey, man. We rebuilding, man. We're rebuilding the roster. What's your predictions, Nicholas Frazier? What's your prediction, man?
Yeah, I'm still with my preseason prediction for this game from the season, man. I got Oklahoma winning this game, and I got Oklahoma winning this game somewhere in the range of 28-17, 28-20.
28-20, 28-17. Bubba.
I will go Auburn 38-24.
Who?
Auburn.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to go 28-27. Auburn. 28-27. He says Brett Venables knows Jackson Arnold, and Teresa says, and Texas struggling with their cupcakes, arch for Heisman. Sarcasm. Yes, for real. He says Mateer and Arnold played each other in high school. Arnold won that game. Texas, not Arnold, brother. Not Auburn, brother. Okay. Why does Philip Hickey pick looks like a record producer that stole some singers' money in the States?
That is true.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. That's really funny. That's actually pretty funny.
You said let's be logical, Bubba. Let's be logical. Okay. So we made our picks, man. Nick is picking Oklahoma, me and Bubba picking Auburn to win the game. So, Nick, where can they find you to hear more about this? Because Nick gonna be talking about this all week. So y'all go over there and spam Nick on his account, man. All the Oklahoma fans, Penn State, y'all go over there during the week, man, and call in over there. Nick,
yeah, man. We'll talk sports here around on YouTube. Live call-in shows Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then, of course, we do the live game watches on Saturdays for all Auburn games. We'll be going live again 15 to 20 minutes before kickoff this coming Saturday for Auburn versus Oklahoma in Norman. But yeah, all week long, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. We'll be around the water cooler for the call-in shows. So come over there, subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and chat it up with us all week because it should be an interesting week.
Yeah, and for y'all, this is the Beller. This is the Beller thumbnail Nick has. So this is just gonna have Oklahoma. So this is what the thumbnail gonna look like. Short of the Beller, it's gonna be Oklahoma. So if you want to find the show, he's gonna be live, man, doing the show, man, doing the broadcast, doing the show. It's exciting, man. Good information, man. Good calls. So you wanna. This is how the thumbnail looks. So look for that, man. Doing the game. Bubba and the old man. Bubba, where can they find you, man?
Bubba and Old Man Auburn Sports Talk on both YouTube and on Twitter.
That's what's up, man. And you can find me at Auburn Addicts at Auburn_Addicts on all platforms. The old man says Bubba letting his fandom cloud his reality. OU by 10.
Hey, I watched the tape. He ain't. So
old man ain't watching tape, Bubba. You not watching tape.
Thanks for the support, Dad.
He said he got me on that one. Yeah, man. It's Sooners by 50. Oh, come on, Cody, man. Come on, Cody. Yeah, Oklahoma by double digits. Good luck to y'all, man. All love. No, for real, man. All love, man. Hope y'all beat Texas too, man. Duke Silver Sooners by 30. Come on, y'all being ridiculous with this by 30 stuff, man. Come on, man. Come on, Dukes. Come on, Duke, man. Y'all ain't winning by 30, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. It's hard, you know what I'm saying? It's hard for another SEC team beating another SEC team by 30. That's just a hard feat. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, and we about to go, but I will say this before we leave, man. The SEC is looking like a super parity league, man. Every like Georgia, Tennessee game, man, they up in the 30s scoring. We, you know, Vanderbilt is like looking really good. Missouri is looking awesome, man. Arkansas and Ole Miss, man, everybody is scoring, man. So it's looking like a league, man, that's gonna have a lot of parity and a lot of losses, man. Yeah, for real, man. I'm with you on Texas, bro. He said Auburn by 2 touchdowns. Watch. He's saying 14, right, man. He says right. I'm gonna follow Bubba on this one. Auburn by 7. Godbody said sub defense wins the show. Okay. And LOL Oklahoma defense better than Auburn's. How do we know that, man? He said y'all let Bella throw 400 yards on y'all. Okay. Have y'all faced a throwing quarterback yet? So you really think about it. You really don't know if your secondary is good or not. You know what I'm saying? You haven't faced a team with a throwing offense, so you really don't know. Old man says 24-14 Oklahoma. Man. Hate to see that. All right, man. He said true. Until next time, man, we're going to say War Eagle, man. Y'all catch up with Nick them during the week. I'll be over there sometime during the week, man. Catch Nick, and we'll catch us for the after game show, man. Tiger event, man. We're going to be on there, win, lose, or draw, man. Apparently, Bella throws 400 yards on everyone. Apparently, 24 points allowed. Yeah, that is true, CJ. You're right. And we are out of here, guys. Appreciate